I am a sick man. I am a spiteful man. I am an unattractive man. This isn't just an opening line, it is a mirror. What if the voice inside your head that whispers you aren't good enough is actually the smartest part of you? In the next 20 minutes, we are going to dissect Fyodor Dostoevsky's Notes from Underground. You will discover why humans sometimes reject happiness on purpose, just to prove they are free. Written in 1864, this book predicted the modern internet troll, the isolated loner, and the paralysis of overthinking. If you have ever felt paralyzed by your own intelligence, this book was written specifically for you. Dostoevsky wrote this after years of hard labor in Siberia. He saw the darkest depths of the human soul. He realized that logic and reason are not enough to explain why we do what we do. The core thesis is that hyperconsciousness is a disease. The underground man is so smart, he analyzes every action until he cannot act at all. He envies the man of action who is stupid but happy. He talks about the wall. This represents the laws of nature and logic, like 2 + 2 = 4. A normal person accepts the wall. The underground man smashes his head against it, simply because he refuses to accept it. Most philosophers say we want happiness. Dostoevsky argues we want choice. If you gave a human a perfect utopia where they only had to eat cake and sleep, they would smash it just to have something unexpected happen. He calls this perfect, rational world the Crystal Palace. It is a place of perfect transparency and reason. But in the Crystal Palace, you are just a piano key played by the laws of nature. You have number soul. Here is the shocking insight. Humans will act against their own self-interest if it preserves their individuality. We will choose suffering if it means we get to be ourselves. This is the most advantageous advantage. The underground man describes a man with a toothache who moans loudly just to annoy his family. He enjoys their misery because it gives him power. It is pathetic, but it is also a twisted form of pleasure. The book shifts from philosophy to a story from his youth. We see the underground man in the real world. He is socially awkward, poor, and desperate for respect, yet he treats everyone with contempt. He becomes obsessed with an officer who moved him out of the way in a tavern. For years, he plots revenge. His revenge? To simply not move when they pass on the street. He buys expensive clothes just to bump into him. When he finally bumps into the officer doesn't even notice. But the underground man celebrates. This shows how we create massive dramas in our heads that nobody else even sees. We are the heroes of our own delusional wars. He invites himself to a farewell dinner for a school nemesis, Z. Verkov. He hates Z. Verkov but craves his approval. At the dinner, he gets drunk on wine, insults everyone, and paces the room while they ignore him. This scene is painful to read. It is pure cringe. He wants to show them his intelligence, but he only shows his insecurity. He challenges them to a duel, then apologizes. He is trapped in a cycle of humiliation. The group leaves for a brothel. The underground man chases after them in a sled, fantasizing about slapping Z. Verkov. He wants to destroy them or be their best friend. He doesn't know which. He arrives too late and meets Liza. She is in a terrible situation. He starts talking to her, not to help, but to exercise power. He gives a moving speech about love and family to make her cry. He succeeds. Liza breaks down, trusting him. He gives her his address, playing the hero. But inside, he is terrified. He knows he is a fraud. He has used his words to manipulate a vulnerable soul just to feel superior. Days later, Liza comes to his shabby apartment. He is humiliated by his poverty. He yells at his servant. When she enters, he breaks. He tells her the truth. He was laughing at her. He wanted to humiliate her. Instead of getting angry, Liza understands. She sees he is unhappy. She hugs him. For a moment, he could be saved by love, but his pride won't let him be the weaker one. He cannot accept being pitied. He has sex with her, then thrusts money into her hand, treating her like a transaction to reassert his dominance. It is a cruel, final act of spite. She leaves, throwing the money away on the table. He runs after her into the snow, but she is gone. He is left alone with his underground nature. He realizes that by trying to dominate, he has lost the only chance at real human connection he ever had. Dostoevsky turns the camera on us. He says we are all like this. We live in our heads. We read books to know what to feel. We have forgotten real life. We are stillborn because we love ideas more than people. Today, this is the trap of the doomer. We see all the problems of the world. We understand the corruption, so we do nothing. We hide in our rooms, cynical and bitter, thinking our awareness makes us superior. The underground man asks, which is better, cheap happiness or exalted suffering? Dostoevsky suggests neither. The answer is active love. You must break the wall of the ego and actually connect with others, even if it hurts. This book destroys the idea that science can solve all human problems. You cannot mathematically solve the human soul. We are chaotic, irrational, and emotional. Attempting to force us into a grid will always result in rebellion. The underground man is not a hero. He is a warning. Do not let your intelligence isolate you. Do not let your fear of being vulnerable turn into spite against the world. Intelligence without character is a curse. The truth is, it is easy to be a critic. It is easy to tear things down from the safety of the underground. It is much harder to build something, to love someone, and to live in the real world. Dostoevsky challenges you to leave the underground. Put down the book. Turn off the screen. Go find a chaotic, messy, real human moment. That is where life is. Everything else is just notes. The underground man ends his notes because he can't stop writing. He is trapped. But you are not. You have the power to choose action over inertia. Don't wait until you are 40 years old in a basement to realize it. If this summary helped you understand your own mind a little better, please subscribe to Book Summaries Repo. We dive deep into the world's most powerful ideas every week.